welcome to my channel. My name's Sisette, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the Lorac palette called Afterglow. This is what the box looks like. And first things first, I just want to say that there are few palettes in my life who have stolen my heart, and this is definitely one of them. The other ones being the Kat Von D Esperanza palette, which is also like a springtime palette, and the another Kat Von D palette called Sinner, and I have a review on that one. If you want to check it out, I'll link it below. But anyways, that's not why we're here. I want to talk about this Lorac palette. And first things first, the packaging. This color right here is everywhere. It's not exactly mint because that's my shirt, but it's a little bit more on the blue side, and it's plastic, and you know, you open it up and it bends this far. So that way if you wanted to put it flat, you can do that, and you can just close it back up. It opens easily, which is nice. And the box looks like this. You have this on the back, and all the ingredients are listed below. And it's just a purple and mauve-y swirly design. And I'm just going to read you what the back of the box says. It says, turn up the heat with Lorac's Afterglow Eyeshadow Palette. This sleek and sexy palette contains 8 vibrant matte and shimmer shadows, plus 2 oversized neutral shadows, perfect for creating sizzling summer looks. Whether you're headed to the pool party or a hot night on the town, Lorac's Afterglow Eyeshadow Palette will give you an endless color combinations to complement your summertime sun-kissed glow, assuming that we all have a tan. So when you open up this palette, like I said, you open it like this. It is plastic. It has this plastic insert to protect the colors, and you know, it looks like this. And it does have the 2 neutral shades. One is shimmery and one is matte, and it has a gigantic mirror. The mirror is full size. There's nothing in the way. I'm not going to blind you or anything, but you know, it kind of looks like that. And I actually really like the packaging. It doesn't have names on the eyeshadows. I don't know if this is a thing with Lorac palettes. No, it's not, because I've looked at them. This one doesn't have any names, and not on it, not on the box. I've tried to look it up and I couldn't find any names. If I do, I will definitely put it in the description box, but I just think that this is a palette that doesn't name their eyeshadows, which is fine. Sometimes it's easier that way, because when you're describing an eyeshadow tutorial, it's easier to remember. Like, you can just look at the color and describe it rather than saying, oh, this one is called this and this one's called that. So not a bad thing. It doesn't really bother me. The most impressive thing about it right off the bat is the variety of colors, because a lot of palettes that I was looking at, they have a lot of neutral shades, and you know, that's fine to have a great neutral palette like that, but I already have neutral palettes. So, you know, I have the Chocolate Bar palette, I have the Balm's Nude palette, I have so many neutrals that this one, that it really grabbed my attention, especially this color right here. And I think it's good because you can use this palette for an everyday look. You can use it for going out. You can use it for a neutral look, going out on the town. It's great for work, and it's great for the summer. Now I want to get into the swatches, and this is a little trick of the trade, but if you apply moisturizer to wherever you're doing your swatches, it makes the colors more vibrant, and it just really helps. So I applied some moisturizer to my forearm because that's what I'm going to use for a base for these swatches. So I'm going to start with, I guess I'll start with the colored ones, these 4 right here. And I'll put those on my arm. These have a really silky texture. Some of them do more than others, though. I will say that not all of them are silky. Some of them are powdery. Afterthought, guys, I kind of do wish they had names, because saying one word like mauve is so much easier than saying brownish purple. Wow, that was an awkward spot to put this in. Now I don't know how I'm going to show you. Where? Redo. I'm actually going to start off with these 4 right here. This time I'll put them in a spot where you can actually see. So they have a dark blue, which is something that I used on my lower lash line today, although it is fading a little bit. And then I used there's a sea green, this gold color right here, and this one is the dark brown. It's not the darkest brown, it's more of a shimmery brown. Next I'm going to show you these 4. And I'll just use the back of my hand because it'll be easier. So these are very vibrant colors. And something that I'm noticing right off the bat too is that the shimmery colors are they feel more powdery than the matte ones. The matte ones have a smooth, more of a creamy texture than the shimmery ones. And I really think that this color stands out the most. I think I mentioned this, but this is definitely my favorite color out of the palette. It's showing up a little bit different on camera, but it definitely looks more like it does here than on your eye than it does on my hand right now in this camera, in this light and everything. But these are what the main colors are in the swatches. And now I'll swatch the matte white shade. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it or not, but it does help that I did put the moisturizer on the back of my hand. So that's the white, nothing out of the ordinary. And here is the shimmery pink shade. That's this one right here. So these are the swatches. There are 10 shades altogether, and 6 of them are going to be matte and 4 of them are shimmery. The matte shades are this dark blue, this sea green, this purple, is light brown, dark brown, and the white. Those are all the matte shades, and of course the shimmery ones are this champagne color right here, this gold, and this brown. Oh, this one has a little bit of sparkle to it, but it's not as shimmery as the other shades. So there's 6 matte, 4 shimmery. So when I first started looking at this palette, it reminded me, a few of the shades reminded me of the colors in the Esperanza palette, and that's this one here, and also this one. In the Esperanza palette, which I happen to have right here, it's this shade and this shade, and it's called Placebo and Dog Roses, and that reminds me of these two. And I'll just do swatches like separately so you can see the difference. When you compare the two colors that are similar to the Esperanza palette, I swatched them so you can see. These are from the Lorac palette, and these are from the Esperanza palette. So I just wanted to show you side by side that they are similar, but they're not the same. And it just reminded me of that one, so I just wanted to show you that. All in all, I think that this palette is a great buy. It applies smoothly, it blends easily. The matte shades especially have a silky texture. The color variety is perfection. It's highly pigmented, as you can see. My swatches, where are they? Right here. So they're very highly pigmented, and the colors, they kind of complement each other. I have the look on my eyes today, and I will link that tutorial below so you can check that out if you want to. And yeah, so I definitely do think that they last. This was earlier this morning, and I think that as far as lasting quality, I'm not sure how it would be if you did not have an eyeshadow primer, but I always use an eyeshadow primer, whether it's the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I've been using a Smashbox one lately. That one is also really good and comparable to the Urban Decay. But I think that if you have a great eyeshadow primer, then no matter what you're using for an eyeshadow, it's going to last you all day. So those are just my thoughts on this new Lorac AfterGLO palette. This is exclusive at Ulta right now, and it retails for $24. However, I did get some money off, so I didn't have to pay that much, but it's $24, and I think for the money, you just really can't beat it. You get 10 shades, 6 that are matte, 4 that are shimmery. I know I've said that before already, but I think that this is a must-have for the summer. So if you would like this, go ahead and pick it up. I think that you won't regret it. So yeah, that's all I have to say. I hope you liked watching this. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video.